Hey everybody, Corey here, coming at you with another GAC. It's a robe kind of day. It's Sunday at the time of recording this. You will of course see this on Monday. Got an interesting one for you today. Maybe I say that every time, who knows? But I promise I've actually got an interesting one for you today. So, my opponent has 8 Galactic Legends. And I was doing what I always do, right? I scouted him out. Does he have 2 GL ships? Yeah, he's got Profundity and Executor. He's got all kinds of good stuff. And I was doing what I usually do. I scout him out, and I'm saying, okay, who's gonna do what? What's gonna go where? Do I think I can? And then it occurred to me. I was looking at all the things he has on defense, all the things he takes on offense. By the way, 10.9 million GP. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, I shouldn't be able to beat this. Like, there's only one way. It was specifically, I was looking at my defense, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe he'll get a drop on Rey. Maybe he'll get a drop on Zori. But at the end of the day, there's no way he doesn't get through all 3 of my ground walls. And so the only hope I have, in my opinion, is, let's look at his bounty hunter ships real quick. Okay, so these aren't high relics, so I don't think he could really pull off triple attacker against Leviathan. He has TIE Interceptor, he has the Scythe, and he has, he has Chimera, okay? Now, for those of you who don't know, it's not 100%, but there is a Leviathan counter with Chimera using the Empire lineup, but also with Scythe. It's expensive. You don't really see it a lot until the end of the game because you need Inquisitors and you need the Scythe and the other Inquisitor ship. But all that to say, it dawned on me. He might get stuck on my Leviathan. And even if he doesn't get stuck, he might drop on it, or he might drop on something else, whatever. And so why am I saying this? For the first time, probably since my journey, the beginning of Carbonite, right? I've changed my defense. And there's usually not great stuff on the front wall, but now there's really not great stuff on the front wall, top. Down bottom, you'll see something's missing. Where did Rey go? Where did Phoenix go? Ooh, what if they're sneaky? What if they're hiding in the back wall? Nope. I am leaning in to offense for the first time in my GAC career. I don't need my Executor, so I kept my Executor on defense for fleets as well to try to give him something to maybe get tripped up on, although this is like a free win for Profundity, to be quite honest. His Profundity, at least. We're going full offense. I am actually confident that I can take all 4 of his zones based on what he chose to leave on defense, which is very bizarre for someone with 8 GLs and 2 GL ships, but because of his very specific placements, I think I can do this, and this shouldn't be as tight as my last GAC that you may have seen, because just the way that it shakes out, I should have a decent answer for every team. And Rey is actually my insurance policy. Rey, Galactic Legend Rey, is what I'm saving in the event that something goes terribly wrong somewhere here. So, as always, let's get started, and let's start with what we know. We're going to go for Grievous, and let's triple check this is not stop. Okay, it's B1, because stop makes you stop. Stop stops your Wampa. And this is the one that I use to beat Grievous with my Wampa. Now, barring disappearing buttons, hopefully we don't get met with an untimely fate of GAC just glitching out and buttons not working. That would be awful. That would be the nail in the coffin here. But if that doesn't happen and everything goes the way that it should go, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth today. He'll die from the dots. So that's fine. Or he'll just die from a straight-up counter. That's also fine, too. No, not Grievous. Not the mark. I complain about this every single time, don't I? Boop. Got the protection up for when Droideka throws his temper tantrum. There's the temper tantrum. We'll keep ramping. It's funny how this plays out like clockwork every single time. I'm going to stop saying things like that, though. Because I just... I feel it. Anything could go wrong at any second. You just never know. I don't want to get too excited for this here. Droideka, go away forever. B2, go away forever. He's going to counter Grievous. B1, go away forever. Alright, well, the buttons haven't disappeared yet, so... You know, a lot of people complain about that. I had this weird stretch of time where it was specifically Wampa versus Grievous. And I had never experienced it for most of my GAC career, and then one day it just started happening to me. It started... Did you see that again? This is like my second video now. I just got banners for full protection, and my Wampa just did not have full protection. I don't know if it counts. Bonus protection is like part of that. Interesting. Anyhow, I went through this weird period of time where I was getting like my Wampa versus Grievous would freeze. It froze like 3 times, and then it didn't anymore. Starkiller, believe it or not, Starkiller gets my slicker. It's supposed to be the safest, and that might sound like overkill. Oh, you noob! Can't believe you need Supreme Leader Kylo. Calm down. The question is, who's gonna come with? We want you. We need you. Can I underman? I don't really know how much Sith Trooper is contributing to this. I do want crew to hang out and taunt, but I think we can underman this. And there's a reason I want to underman, because I think when he sees my terrible defense, if he has a brain, he could underman just about anything, and those banners could put him on top. So we'll see. I think this is going to be okay. Noob! Who do I want to... So anyone Kylo kills stays dead forever. And I think Mara is going to be the squishiest. So let's see how that goes. And we can get the big old swarm here, and that should be perfectly fine. And then I'm just going to start working on Starkiller. Oh, look at that. How lovely. The stun didn't land on Mr. Hux. Let's keep going on Starkiller. He's done. This just became... That's it. I think this swipe is just going to take everyone out. Great. Starkiller. Okay. Next up, Geos. Geos just give me so much anxiety, because it's like everything can be fine until it's not. And then they just get that one turn. And it's the only turn they need, and then everything goes awry. Now, we can triple check this together. What are we looking at? 2 tenacity, 4 speed, 270. I'm going to go first based on the alpha. Okay. Didn't, okay. Sunfac is missing some mods. The spy is not particularly godly. Oh, you poor thing. He must have hijacked his Poggle's mods for something. Alright. This should go the way it always goes. We're going to give inevitable failure to Dark Trooper. We're going to daze everyone, call Dark Trooper. Yep, there it is. He can't counter now. Wow. The stagger hit on everybody, which is fantastic. I think from now on I'm not going to use the armor shred on the Brute, because it's never the thing that keeps him alive. I was doing it because I just wanted to make sure that he died, but he's gonna die. Like, that's it. He's gonna die. I don't want Sunfact to counter. And we should be there with this. And with this. And he's gonna counter. Doesn't this recover some protection? No. No. I was hoping it would because I want to get my protection back with that. However, somehow, is anybody going to get some protection back? Yeah. Full protection, full health. Slicker. That's the scariest one up here. I saved JML for it. Could go wrong. Anything could go wrong, but he doesn't have a Datacron. I'm kind of banking on that, and we can hopefully just control what we need to control, get him down. We'll get there. Bounty Hunters. I don't usually do this, but guess who they get? I specifically brought Phoenix just for the Bounty Hunters. Where's my... I think I have one. I don't really care about crit avoidance. I just need to, like, get on them. Crit avoidance, accuracy, armor pen, and offense. Crit damage. Maybe the armor pen. Maybe the armor pen will just get out the door, and there is some crit avoidance there, right? And that is 15% for each other. Yeah. So my Krex should go first. Oh, I'm so excited to finally use this team on offense and just mow somebody down. Oh, it's just chef's kiss. Although I shouldn't have done it on Bosk. I do want to reduce his turn. I want to hit that stagger right away, so I just don't even need to think about him. Does anyone here have like a wacky daze or something? I don't think so. Zam can die first. But let's continue. Let's continue to just hit all those staggers. I don't want to mess with anybody, anything. Great. Keep him stunned. I never, ever, ever want him to taunt. That's fine. That's what we came for. I don't want Daddy Krex to get interrupted by anything. Nobody has any buffs, but we're still going to do this just to get the assist. That's fine. Dengar, you know, I could do without you, to be quite honest. Let's get that armor shred going. Who could they randomly pop? I don't want them to pop Daddy Krex. Yes, Daddy Krex is the name. I don't want Boba. Yep, let's get some counters going there. I do not want Boba to randomly rocket somebody. Yep, that's fine. And now he is tanky. He is annoying, but we will eventually just get through this. Sabine's gonna armor shred him to death at some point. Cool. That was Phoenix versus Bounty Hunters. Now we're going to save Slicker. We're going to CLS the Bad Batch. Let's think about this, right? And I won't bother you. Here, let me pause. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I wanted to make sure, so I have this entire thing laid out team for team, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough of the good Datacrons with the good level 3s left over to where I could just throw them on every light side team that I use, and the answer is yes, I do, because I'm a maniac. For CLS, does anyone else actually care about like the offense, the crit damage? This is the one I usually use for CLS just to make Han hit hard, and I do think I want to just go that route. Half the time CLS wins because they just take somebody out right from the gate. Let's get rid of Echo if we can. We can. And then we just run it down the line. Omega? Let's go for Omega. Good. I do want to blind. Keep going for Omega. Hunter can go next. Let's reduce that turn meter. Great. AoE. Great. Never use call to action for the most part. Action. That's Bad Batch. Gonna scratch it off. Scratch it off. Now, interestingly, one of the other... Okay. Never done this before. This is real Maul, right? Yeah, this is real Maul. This is Clench your butt cheeks, Maul. Here we go. This is my first time ever doing this. Technically, this whole thing could go south here, too, because I don't usually... I've never done Bane versus Vader. It allegedly is fantastic. That's what I know. I don't want to use that one. I think I ended up actually... I think I used this Fincron on Bane last time, because it gives him more health than the other one, and it just has a boatload of offense. And I actually really think I might just go that route. I think I want the offense. I think I want the health, just to stay as tanky as possible. Let's give it a go. Never done it before, but it's supposed to be brain dead. We'll see. I've been shocked and amazed before. Well, the biggest threat is gone. Isn't the biggest threat the GL? You would think. You would think. On a normal day. Bane, dude. Oh my goodness. Darth Bane. Ridiculous. Nutty. Absolutely nutty. Go away. I don't want anyone to be breathing while I do this. That's fine. That's fine. And I actually think I would rather... No, let's reduce the cooldowns. It just ain't right. It ain't right what you do to that poor boy. We're not done yet. We're not done yet, kids. Might not have the damage. Oh, baby. That's Bane versus Lord Vader. So far, now believe it or not, I'm not entirely confident that an Omicron Qui-Gon Jinn is going to do exactly what I want and need him to do here. Who does my JML need? Because this is less important. So actually, I'm going to go do Slicker first, because JML needs the top tier Jedi, and I can't afford to screw that up. So let's do this. Obviously, you get these ones. Obviously, you get Revan. Who do I want as the fourth? Shock T's not bad for the protection recovery, but I also find that Plo Koon is actually really helpful when he gives everyone turn meter. You can really run laps around the enemy team. So let me just double check. He's got some booty mods, but mods nonetheless. And I like that his basic dispels. I think the biggest one here is going to be as much crit avoidance as I can for a Slicker. I don't know about 17%. I mean, I'll keep the offense here for the other hits that I get in, but I think this one's going to be the most important. So let's see. His Slicker should go first, but his Slicker's not that fast. His Slicker's just faster than my JML. Now let's try to get ability blocks off, and we did. Whoopee. We do not want him taunting, but it's actually not that big of a deal right now because I couldn't get through crew either way. So let's swap it to Jimmel Kimmel. Let's get as many stuns out there as we can. And now we can start doing what we do, which is putting the beat stick on. We're going to do this. Okay. He is very important. He is gone right now. Let's give that turn meter to as many people as we can. Let's reduce those cooldowns on Kylo. It's a huge deal. It is an absolutely massive deal to control Kylo as much as you can. Given that to Hoda, because I want to recover as much protection as I can. If there's gonna be a risk here, I don't care about reducing his cooldowns because he's going to ult, so I'm actually just going to mass assist and take out Sith Trooper while I can. There it is. Okay. He is ramping. We're okay. Famous last words. We're okay. My Hoda. Let's do this. My Hoda does not have... I'm trying to recover as much protection as possible. My Hoda does not have the Zeta, because why would he? And this should be enough to get me closer to ult, and this should also be enough to get me closer to ult. And I know, yep, there's that. I'm doing this. This is what I need. I know it's not going to actually reduce cooldowns. I need him to do a swipe. There's the big swipe. Great. Now he's going to leave ult, and we can get back to doing what we do. Pretty clean. It's what we needed. Yes, I refer to Jedi Knight Luke as Jimmel Kimmel. Do with that what you will. Now, this is another reason that this is possible, assuming his fleets are the same. Yeah, so when I scouted him, Garbo. The big Garbo. And this isn't just for me. He seems to do this. Oh my god. Look at this. He literally... he doesn't have any reinforcements for Home 1. For those of you who don't know, because I'm sure Kyber 1 players aren't the ones watching my channel, when you look at the reinforcements for fleet, there's two symbols that can be there. There could be this ship with a question mark, or there could be an X. An X means there's nothing there. A ship with a question mark means he has reinforcements, but obviously they're not going to tell you what the reinforcements are. This is really interesting because... Oh, and another fun fact, while we're here, if you don't know. If a reinforcement is not used and that slot is available, right? So, like, if you have a 6-star capital ship, you actually aren't even allowed a 4th reinforcement. When you get to 7 stars, you get your 4th reinforcement. If you do not put something on defense, if someone attacks this fleet and kills nothing, they get a point because this counts as enemies defeated. Remember that. If you ever see an opponent with like an Executor and you know you can't beat them, the Executor lineup typically only runs 5 ships and there will be 2 unused ships. Even if you know you can't beat Executor, go throw garbage at it. You'll get 2 points because they have 2 unused spots. I figured I would tell you. This is hilarious, though. I mean, this is a big underman. I mean, granted, Home 1 is not amazing to begin with, but my god, I mean, give me something to struggle with here. We'll do ships last. They have the potential to be the most volatile. What I am using for Mon Mothma is going to be Omicron Qui-Gon Jinn. I have to say it out loud. This is what I want. Everybody's Galactic Republic, everybody's Jedi. And what do we know? What did we learn? What did we learn yesterday? What have I said from the start? Don't use Anakin's AoE until Qui-Gon dies. And if Qui-Gon never dies, just never use Anakin's AoE. And that might sound ridiculous, but I kind of like the offense on this, believe it or not. And whenever an enemy is defeated by a Jedi ally, they can't be revived. I actually think I'm going to go with this one instead of one of the 15% max health and all that stuff, because this is what I'm going for. If anything would make this become strange, it would be Mon Mothma bringing people back to life and Cara Dune. So I never really used this cron, but here we go. What do I want to do? I think I want to send Anakin in. Kara's the most annoying, so if she is going to die, I want her to die first. If she's going to die, I want her to die first. This should be a relatively big hit. Gotta love Ahsoka being Ahsoka on this team. Whenever Ahsoka is with GK and Anakin, it's very easy to underestimate how much damage she does. Anakin takes his bonus turn. Please kill her. And now she won't come back. How sad. I don't like Wedge. Wedge, I feel like, is the one who always drives me the craziest here. I never remember. I know it dispels all debuffs, but what else does it do? Call a clone trooper and clone trooper ally. Target ally gains additional buffs. I mean, I guess I could just force the taunt on GK forever so nobody else try to minimize the banners that we lose on the way to victory here. That's fine. Immediately got rid of the taunt. Cool. Every now and then, the AI just gets an eye for Qui-Gon. This team is so wildly annoying. I actually think I'm going to go for Biston first because he's not as chonky as, what's his nuts? Biggs. Let's get that assist from Anakin for the big chunks, and this should take him down. Really helpful. Nobody being able to revive. Probably sounds like common sense. It's the most annoying thing on the Mon Mothma team, to be quite honest. I guess I won't do that to GK since they just dispel him right away. Let's just kill him. They're gone. Omicron Qui-Gon Jinn versus Mani Mothma. Not too many. We haven't. Okay, let's think about this in terms of undermans. Sith Empire Trooper did end up dying with the Bane, but technically Bane counts as an underman. We did underman Starkiller. We did not underman this. We did not underman this. Just trying to be conscious of what gets undermanned here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I totally... In planning this, I totally forgot that I had Wampa. I don't usually use Wampa against Ewoks that are like decked out. We'll call this decked out. But like with the Omicron and Nisa, please stand by. I'm going to look that up. It should win. I don't think Nisa like really changes that. This isn't Paplu, right? It's like impossible to tell. Oh, we're playing the missing mods game again. Okay. She could obviously... Oh. I'm becoming slightly more confident with the notion of Wampa being... Jeez, man. Alright, please stand by. I'm just going to double check, make sure Wampa can do this. Okay, so... Something must go on there where Wampa becomes ineffective. I know low gray can technically daze... but it can be resisted. I don't believe anyone inflicts tenacity down on the entire team. However, I had Rogue One set aside for Iden. I think I will just use Wampa on this really mediocre Iden, and we'll figure the rest out after this. So please stand by one more time. And we're back. I totally forgot that I still have in my tank. I have Starkiller. I saved him for Rey. I have my own Rey, who I will actually probably use against their Rey because their Rey has a suboptimal lineup. The AI is bad, and I think I can abuse that. That should be perfectly fine, and that's fine. Which would leave me Starkiller for Ewoks, of all things. The thing to look out for with an Iden against Wampa is Scout Trooper. Isn't this Magma? Oh my dear. Yeah, so if they don't have Scout Trooper, which can inflict, it's an irresistible daze, that's what can throw off Wampa. But this is like just begging for the Wamps. Oh my god, I've been talking about Wampa this whole time, and I used Wampa on Grievous. I'm sorry. Where was he? Oh, it wouldn't be GAC if it wasn't for me. I'll just use some random light side. Let's make sure we don't use someone who's actually relevant to anything. Who else do I usually throw on this team? I'm only thinking about Datacrons. Are Datacrons even relevant, or do I hear one sec? Please stand by. I'm not going to make you watch me read kits. All right, so we're going to do something wacky. My Rogue One team is busted, and I've been trying to figure out why my Rogue One team is so busted. And one of the reasons is maybe this. maybe a Biston with no mods and full level 1 abilities. That's part of the reason my Rogue One team is busted. The other reason is I don't have a 5th Rogue One character, which is why you're staring at old Ben. And I figure worst case scenario, he dies and everybody gets the whole if you strike me down thing and woohoo, right? Woohoo. I know you're Corey, you're overthinking a bunch of geared 10 Imperial troopers. Iden has burned me so bad that I am just permanently scarred. So let's just do this. Alright. Why didn't she... Oh my god, they have Dark Trooper. I'm like, why didn't she get her bonus turn? Cool. Well, we can't kill her first. You... Magma? Death? Can we stun her? We can just club her and stun her, right? Yeah. How about them? Oh. Why doesn't... Oh my god, nothing works because of Death Trooper. It was all a trap. I could have, like, soloed this. I could have soloed this with Vader because her entire kit is turned off because of Death Trooper. Oh my goodness. Everybody's probably screaming right now. You idiot. Oh dear. I cannot believe I just put that much thought into this whole thing. Alright, well, you know. I guess at this point it's like just get out of this with as many banners as you can. Which is a lot. Yep. I cannot. Alright, fine. Well, that went well. Surprise. Next up is Rey. And we are just going to mirror match it. I've got a Ben, you've got a Ben, everyone gets a Ben, but I've got a Raycron. And this is a pretty okay Raycron, if I do say so myself. So what are we up against? They have no Datacron, for the record, just so you can see what we're looking at. 168k health, 567. Fast-ish, but she's using a speed set. So 168, 567, and about 10k. Well, yours truly is looking at 282 with 512. That's my trade-off, but 131 on the offense. And then the only other one that I care enough to actually look at is going to be Ben. Not his speed. I don't really care about his speed. His special damage, 10,808. And my Ben is looking at 15,340. So, for all intents and purposes, let the record show, if I lose this, I am strictly bad. Alright. Let the record show. Not counting like a disconnect. Buttons disappearing. She's going to go first. She's going to give lifeblood to somebody. She gave it to Finn. That's amazing. And speaking of AI, as long as I give lifeblood to Ben, which is all I'm thinking needs to happen here, I'm going to put the shred on Rey. But all I really care about at this point is getting Ben down. I want to be able to whirlwind Ben. That's what we're going for now. So we're going to put the lifeblood again out on Ben. I should have a whirlwind ready. She's going to have a whirlwind ready too. But it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter. And I cannot ignore that taunt. And nobody else is taunting. So, fine. Let's see if we can't murder JTR. Oops, we murdered JTR. There's his ult, which is great. And so I'm going to do what you do in a Rey versus Rey mirror match, and I'm going to ult after he ults, which is probably pretty intuitive because he had more speed anyways. We're going to heal ourselves so that we can eventually whirlwind again, just start getting his bend down. Let's reduce our cooldowns. There's a damage immunity. Kind of a waste on our ult, but that's perfectly fine. Finn just fell over. I wasn't even thinking about Finn today. Let's keep our Ben alive. Ben, and let me say, Ben is not really at risk of dying here, for the record. Let's shred Rey one more time. Ben is not at risk of dying. It's just that the AI is really bad, really stupid. This might put me in damage immunity. It did, and that's okay. I don't want to reduce your... Can I maybe get a speed down on her, though? No. Can get an ability block, though. Let's hit her one more time. This is all I wanted. Ben is dead, and he's not going to come back, and we might even just get the kill. Yeah, there it is. GG. So that's not Starkiller versus Rey. So that was Rey versus Rey, and you know what that means. Have you ever seen a bunch of fuzzy creatures get massacred by one of the strongest beings in the universe? Oh yeah, I usually put old Ben on that team, don't I? Surprise! Who else is a Jedi tank? None of these are Jedi tanks, right? No. Right? Hold on. Right? Right? As long as you have one Jedi, which is Bastila, doesn't have to be a tank, one light side Ufu, one Sith, which is Palpatine, one dark side Ufu, which is Mara Jade, and my other Ufu is Stick Rey, right? Just making sure. That would be the icing on this cake. Is my Starkiller lost to Ewoks. The only problem here is that this is not undermanned. You can go away. Well, you can sit still, rather. We'll say you can sit still. You can go away. You're the one who has to go away. I don't need to think about this. I'm sorry. I'm not going to waste your time looking like I'm thinking about this. Hit him with the stick. He's already shocked. You just keep going on. The Chiefo. I am trying to do this in an order that allows for minimum banners being lost. Can this not be dodged? First deal the damage, then dispel all buffs, stun them, and inflict buff immunity. I don't think that's what I want. If I call her to assist, she does it. Oh, that's interesting. I thought she was going to attack, and that would cause Palpatine to attack, and then that would cause Starkiller to attack. But no. Starkiller's just doing his thing. Have you ever seen Ewoks just get slaughtered? Yeah, how fitting. How fitting. 65. There goes Ewoks. So far, so clean. I hope this guy's clenching his butt cheeks right now. Finalizer gets Profundity. This is me trying to decide how stingy I want to be. I'm going to be as stingy gets. Because the way he beats me is if he full clears, no drops, undermans. Full clears, no drops, undermans. And so, we're going to use Han, Outrider, and Rebel Y-Wing. Trying not to throw here, but I think I can just nuke Kylo's ship right out of the gate. Unless someone taunts. Oh yeah, he starts everyone with taunt. Oh wait. Dispel from all non-rebel enemies. Each enemy that lost stealth this way is inflicted with marked. That's what we came for. Oh my gosh, and it went on the Y-Wing. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. So he's marked. Now we get the only assist that we can. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss on this one. A bunch of people are watching this going, wow, your Profundity is beating a Finalizer. Listen, I've had Profundity for one GAC. Let me have my moment. Looks like you might steal some banners, though. Although, maybe not, because I think... Did we already use our... Yeah, we already did our... whatever, the recovery thing. Can we do it again, though? Where can we recover banners? He's full. He's full. He's full. I say we just give it to Dash, and we call it a day. That's it. Boom! Full health, full protection. 4 unused slots. Can you get more than that? Could I have 2-manned this? Let's not think about these things. We will save... We'll save home. We'll save home 1 for last. Did I use Malevolence or Negotiator against oh god, I wasn't trying to leave. This is Rey, right? Really, you have to pick your capital ship first? So this is Rey, and she does do very annoying things. Please stand by. Okay, so apparently Malevolence, when the opponent does not have comeuppance, it's like 96%. Do we want to be the 4th percent today? Let's see. What's wrong with this? This is the standard lineup. We got 2 tanks. It's the standard lineup. Could my Grievous be something other than like Gear 8? Could be. He could be. But this should be okay. On a bad day, this should be okay. Yep, put your bombs, that's fine. Put the buzz droids, that's fine. Again, put the buzz droids on everyone except they dodged, that's fine. We're gonna do this, get that assist, get another buzz droid, or vulture droid, not buzz droid. Please don't dodge. We don't want to be seeing any of that. Here comes not comeuppance. We knew that. Got a clone sergeant over here. He can ignore taunt. I need to remember that. Because Rey does damage. He is still taunting. And so I think we're just going to go for it and hope that we get the taunt over here. We did not, and that's okay. Let's just... Poe can do some dirty things. Let's get rid of Poe if we can. Let's continue to attempt to get rid of Poe. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, that's not fine. Please, God. Someone's going to be like, you screwed everything up. You did it all wrong. I'm out of buzz droids. Be great if we could. I'm just going to do it because I need this thing to go away sooner rather than later. This should be enough. This will get the buzz droids on everyone, which is great. It'll get the 2 assists, which is great. He just evaporated. Let's actually get the buzz droids on, or not. Call the reinforcement because we want to. Fine. No shenanigans. We won't screw around. Okay. Could have been cleaner. Lost one, but we did underman. We did underman, so we got a very nice 69. And now a home one. A home one with no reinforcements. Basically just kill this guy's Ravenclaw and call it a day. Right? Where's my first order? Like, that's the lineup. Do we just underman again? Is this the part where home one with no reinforcements beats a finalizer? For God knows what reason? Not there. Let's try to get the stun. We got the stun. Let's just give turn meter to everyone. Let's call the assists. Still didn't... I've been meaning. You know what? Let's try to get that stun as well. Good. Good. Stuns abound. You get no assists. He has advantage. Let's just poof that. Ideally... Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say, I want to try to recover some banners here. If we can just at least get protection on everybody. Yeah. He really doesn't want him to have full health or full protection. Why would I do this? I'm only risking losing even more banners. Am I, though? Let's just get this out. He's target locked. We can strafe just to get that off. We have advantage. Do we just do it? Just do it. Mikey. You're killing me with the dots, man. If he dies, I will lose my mind. No, he did not die. I don't know. I don't know how this could have gone any better. 1840. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I will leave in the description the final result. No spoilers. I put the final result at the bottom of the description, so if you don't see it there, make sure you expand the description and you can see. I don't want it to say what the final result is at the very top of the description if you're one of those people who gets a kick out of this. But yeah, so Post-Mortem, really, so I had no drops. I had no drops at all. He could win with a drop, but it would involve him like literally undermanning everything. He would have to underman absolutely everything after that drop. And like, yeah, he's got what, 5 GLs for offense, but sometimes people screw up. I mean, he should be able to one-shot these teams. Like Sith Eternal is an easy Malgus. I have seen people with GLs. I should check my history to see what people... Someone lost to my Zori team with a Jedi Master Kenobi. And that kind of hurts my soul. But it has happened. So there is a chance that he could drop. But I don't have anything too stinky hiding in the back. I mean, maybe Ewoks. I don't know. His roster's huge. He's 10.9 million. There's nothing here that should intimidate him. Maybe he'll be confused. Maybe he'll be concerned. He'll see Night Sisters and be like, oh, Night Sisters, yikes. I have the hiccups at the end of the video. But like, they have no Zetas. Nobody has, there's literally not a Zeta on this page right now. So really kind of banking on, I'm hoping he screws up on Finn. I'm hoping he screws up on the Finn Zori team. And I'm hoping he either gets stuck on my Leviathan or drops on my Leviathan. It'll be interesting to see if he just straight up gives up and just attacks once and doesn't even care. This kind of thing really shouldn't be possible. He clearly just doesn't change his defense. But, like, this is just another prime example of if he would have just scouted me, he could have done anything he wanted. He could have put 4 GLs on one wall, 4 GLs on the other wall, and, like, just gone through my top or something. Or maybe just 6 GLs on defense. I don't know. He could have used his GLs and blocked me harder. He could have put both of his capital ships on defense because I only have... Really, to deal with a legit capital a GL ship, I only have Profundity. So he could have put Executor and Profundity on defense, and there would have just been nothing I could have done there. And then he could have 3 cleared me, you know, maybe more efficiently than I 3 cleared him, and he could have still potentially taken my Leviathan if Chimera works. I don't know. I'm theory crafting here a lot, but yeah, this was my favorite GAC in a long time. This was my happiest GAC. Everything went exactly the way that I needed it to go. And that's pretty neat. So again, hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time.